Rise out of the sea. Climb past all of the trials. You stand above all. Yahoo! Welcome, my beautiful brothers and sisters, to the Aquarian Adepts, my platform to become your spiritual server. And welcome Capricorn Sun, Capricorn Moon, and Capricorn Rising to your second half of June 2018 report. Thank you so much for joining me on this video. And let's not dive into the astrology. Instead of diving into this interesting concept that I've come up with, and that's this interesting metaphor looking at astrology in a new way. And I'm employing the use of a kids show to do this, and that's the Avatar: The Last Airbender, where essentially the main character is something called the Avatar. The Avatar has the ability to manipulate and control all of the elements. There are 4 different nations, of course: Fire Nation, Earth, Air, and Water. The Avatar is able to employ the ability to manipulate all of the elements. There's a 5th one called Void, by the way. Anyways, so this idea, as far as it relates to astrology, I've been kind of looking at it in that way lately, and it's been kind of interesting because I've noticed that each of the signs, while each of us have the ability, of course, to be the Avatar, to use all the elements, we have predispositions based off of things that are in our chart. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mercury, etc. So if you have a lot of Capricorn energy, or if you're a Capricorn dominant, you have a lot of this cardinal Earth energy. What does that mean as far as this metaphor goes with bending the elements? It means that Capricorn, you are the natural Earthbender of the zodiac. You are cardinal Earth, which means that you know how to direct and move the Earth. This is why you're the boss. This is why you're able to get things done and kind of create, you know, order, business. You know how to rearrange things and direct things so they work in a harmonious flow. It's interesting because Capricorn is the sea ghost, so it rose out of the ocean. So in many ways it has to do with going with the flow, but then it climbed onto land and climbed up this mountain. It's very interesting. Of course, your opposite sign is Cancer, so it even speaks to more of where you come from. In many ways, it can speak to kind of coming from the womb, watery womb, rising out of the primordial waters, and then climbing the mountain in Capricorn. But you are cardinal Earth, which means that you are the natural Earth bender. This means that you actually have the ability to bend Earth. What do I mean by that? You literally can control it. Say, like, if you saw a pile of rocks, you can actually move the rocks. You actually can do this, but we've been taught to believe that we can't. Therefore, we have shut off the connection to these abilities and to these powers. But the purpose of the second half of June reports, and even future videos that I will make to expand upon this, is to really get you reacquainted back with your powers, your abilities. So like I said, Capricorn, you are the natural Earthbender of the zodiac, whereas Taurus represents the chakra behind Earth, and Virgo represents the Earth element itself. You are the natural bender of the Earth element. Even makes sense why you rule time in many ways. Interesting enough, like with this astrology and this bending and the metaphor, looking at it through the eyes of the Avatar using a kid's show, I know you have to use your imagination a bit because I know this is an abstract concept, but I want to tell you that this is real. But you do have to kind of imagine it, right? You do have to really feel into this and know it to be true. It's hot out here. So yes, Capricorn, you actually have the ability to bend the Earth. And a great way to really see this is kind of like what I did with Aries. It's like you want to almost envision like a rock floating in your hand and moving it back and forth between your palms. Throw it over to this palm. Throw the stone back over to this palm. Just visualize yourself doing this. And truthfully, for you, Capricorn, it will become effortless. If you know, you get out of your own way and not think, oh, this is dumb, this is stupid. No, this is real, this is truth. The fact of the matter is that our imaginations are far more powerful than we can realize, and a lot of these TV shows, especially these kids shows, are showing us our powers, showing us what we really are capable of. But we have, like I said, shut off our connection to these abilities, but we haven't really shut them off. We just might have forgotten them, or kind of like a hose, we have tied up the hose so where the flow can't come out. But you can only keep it like that for such a long time before the pressure builds up. So that's what we're experiencing right now in the world, is the pressure building up, because we're being called to grow, expand, evolve, and to step into a higher sense of authenticity and a higher sense of self. So Capricorn, I will say this again, you are the natural earthbender of the zodiac. Don't worry, I will make future videos explaining more on this and how all of it works together and how you actually are the avatar, because we all have 12 houses. Even if you don't have signs in Capricorn, you too can bend the earth element. So, what is the card I have for you for the second half of June, Capricorn? Capricorn. What do we have? Capricorn, we have choosing your path, which is all is possible. This is actually really freaking awesome. Because Capricorn, your third house is Pisces, and Pisces rules just everything that is possible in this infinity, but that's your third house, so it's communication in the mind. So really, in order for you to believe that anything is possible and you can choose your path, which is really just unlimited paths, you really have to have the right mind frame and the right mindset. This is one reason why Capricorns are able to create, why they seem like the bosses of the zodiac, and they're able to direct companies and direct people and all this stuff, is because they know how to communicate to that aspect to someone. Whereas, like, no, it's possible. People might not have been able to think that Elon Musk can form $3 billion companies. I don't think he's a Capricorn, but as far as that energy, people probably didn't think that he was able to create $3 billion companies, but he did it. That's because A, he believes in the power of his imagination, B, he knows how to communicate from that space, and C, he's a freaking earthbender and knows how to direct this earth element. He's tapped into those abilities. So, choose your path. And don't limit yourself. All is possible. Choose your path, Capricorn. All is possible. And I leave you with the haiku. Rise out of the sea. Climb past all of the trials. You stand above all. That is it for your reading this week, Capricorn. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. And if you'd like a personal reading with me, you can follow the link in the description below to theAquarianAdepts.com. And always remember, my beautiful brothers and sisters, to keep moving forward, to stay focused, stand. Yahoo! Smile out.